Hey everybody. Today I got a short video for you guys. Basically, I didn't get the parts that I needed in time to make a decent video, so I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce you guys and give you the rundown on the white E30 and everything I have done to it so far that you guys haven't seen on the channel. So a rundown on this engine. Started as an LQ9. It is now a 402 Texas Speed forged bottom end with three untouched 317 heads with a custom grind Brian Tooley racing cam with BTR's 660 dual beehive valve springs. And you know, the crown jewel of this whole engine is the Holley High Ram and Sheer Fab water to air intercooler. I assembled this engine myself, for better or worse, most likely for worse, because this is my first engine I've ever built. And who knows if I even did it right. I followed the advice of the internet, and we'll see how that turns out. I'm gonna hopefully be able to bring you guys along with me on that journey. But it is in there, fully bolted in with a T56 from a LS1 Trans Am, and it is mounted in there with a CX Racing mount kit. You can see them here and on the other side. You know, it's really simple, but I'm not a good fabricator, so I did what a lot of people do. I just paid for a kit online. Yeah, and then we have a Sicky front sump oil pan with their remote mount oil filter. And just a note on the Sicky remote oil filter, the machining is perfect. It's, as far as, you know, the actual hard part, like physical metal parts that they machine and designed and sent to me, perfect. That part is perfect. But what upset me about their kit is that the hoses that they send you, the AN lines, those guys down there, these guys right here, the ones they send you with this kit are junk. I put them in, you know, following their instructions. It's simple enough. Into the out to the in, bolt it up, you're done. But, you know, for the routing of those lines is where I ran into trouble. Because I looked at, you know, their videos on the way they mount it and the way they route it, and it was easy enough. I just bolted it on. It was great. But then I get all the way done with bolting it up, and I look, and these lines are kinked right back almost where the starter is supposed to be. So basically, I got to have those lines remade, and for the price that I paid to remake those lines, I could have bought a whole nother kit from Sicky. But you know, I didn't want to do that. But anyway, enough rambling about Sicky and whatever. Parts are on, they're gonna work. I hope they're gonna work. But basically, what's to come is I am waiting on a U-joint. It's a 1330 to a 1350 conversion U-joint, so that I can put the drive shaft in. Nothing really fancy there. It's just a steel drive shaft I had made by Republic Diesel out here from out here in Louisville, Kentucky. So yeah, pretty fancy engine for me. I know I've only ran a 5.3 and an LS1 in the past, and you know, this LQ9 before I blew it up. It didn't last very long. But anyway, Gonna be putting Snake Eater 850s on here. Should be more than enough for the power I want. Yeah, this is, you know, I'm sure the intercooler is a giveaway, but we're running forced induction on this engine. I gapped the rings for it, and that was the whole goal when I set out to build this stroker motor. And I have the Borg-Warner unit inside, and I'll pull it out for you guys here in a bit. But yeah, all that's left to do is the fuel system, put in the drive shaft, and do the brakes. And a little follow-up on the 5-lug swap here. I figured I'd give you guys a decent little shot of it. I got C5 Z06 wheels on the back with some Mickey Thompson street comps. They're 275 4017, and they actually fit pretty decent. I put a 25 mil spacer in there just to give myself more room inside the wheel well. And I wish I could have a shot of the other side, because this doesn't do it justice, because you can see like this part's smashed in from the last owner, and it's sort of resting on the tire here, and it does scrub on the back right, but it's smoother, and you can see that it doesn't really poke as badly as the left side. But I think it looks pretty good on there, honestly. Like, you know, this car doesn't have a hope of ever hooking up, but it's one of those things. It's functional, and something I'll improve upon later, or maybe I won't. We'll just wait and see how this build evolves as I actually get to drive it, you know. But then up on the front, for the 5-lug swap I didn't show on the front, these are CTSV spares, and you can probably see it from the angle. Like, these are super skinny. You know, they were meant to just be front runners, part of the drag pack, but. And here it is in all its glory, the Borg-Warner S480. I really cannot remember the exact sizes on this. I'm fairly certain one of the measurements is 88 millimeter. I cannot remember for the life of me at the moment. But yeah, there's a good size comparison of a hand versus this big unit. But yeah, that's the general rundown of the car and where it's at now, and the future plans for what's to come in the project. Really hate that I don't have the parts I need to make a better video out of this, but hopefully this is enough to keep you guys interested and you know, make you guys want to follow the build. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.